Hello, hello, hello. So I suppose this is the last vlog that I'm going to do before the Harlequins tournament, which is now tomorrow. I was kind of meant to do a bit of vlogging throughout the week, but things have kind of got in the way and I've been pretty lazy. So on Tuesday, me and Luke got another game in. We did Deadly Dance again. I swapped my list around a little bit and I tried out the new Sukil, which was pretty awesome. Which I'm kind of looking forward to, so I've bought that model and that has now arrived, which is nice and exciting. And I've also swapped it again and it's going in untrialed, but I'm going to put a missile launcher in along with a link team, so see what happens with that. I think it'll be pretty tasty. We'll see. Kill some tags. Be fun. We've quite literally just finished our first go around supplies. I haven't played supplies in ages. And it was a really exciting game. I've changed the table around a lot, so I'm going to show you a little bit about what we played on today. I suppose one of the problems you've seen from the Tilted vlog is that just couldn't sort of, there wasn't enough cover. This one there is slightly too much cover, but again it was quite interesting. It was kind of in my favour because I've got a lot of flamethrowers and eclipse smoke, so I don't know how I'm going to really deal with that tomorrow, but it made me think a lot about how to set up each turn, which is fine. So I just beat Luke 7-1 and lost on Tuesday. It was a close game, but I think that was a 5-1 to him. So I'm feeling better. I don't think I'm going to place amazing tomorrow, but I'm just looking forward to having a game, and we'll see how we go. So that's the table. Definitely works a little bit better. I suppose one of the things I'm probably going to stop doing is using the first mat I've got, and I can't remember where that's from now. It's quite a popular company, can't remember. But just with the roads, it just doesn't work. It'd be great for 40k in the terms of setting up square deployment, but it just messes up with this because I like to have them sat on the roads and sort of look right, but it just doesn't work. It leaves it too open for me. So hopefully I'll get better at doing tables. Apparently this week's Marcast was all about how to set up, so I'm going to give that a listen to when I get a little chance, and maybe I'll learn a bit more about that too. So I am super excited. A couple of things have turned up this week, one of them being the Infinity Outrage manga, or comic, whatever you want to call it. I am super excited to read that. I'm on a massive comic book hype at the moment where I'm trying to catch up, so really excited to be sort of reading something around Infinity. In addition to that, I've also got my new Sukil, which I've been using to varying degrees of success, and I think that's quite a cool model. I really like the sort of hair, the crazy kind of hair that the Toha have, so I'm looking forward to getting that, and that needs to be painted tonight really if I'm going to be using it tomorrow. And last but not least, I got a really super cheap £10 airbrush. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I break every airbrush under the sun, and I've sort of gone through 2 Iwata Neos and a Badger Renegade, which was supposed to be indestructible, but I broke it, and I've broken a previous Fox airbrush that came with the compressor. So I've just bought a really cheap one. I don't do a lot of Zenithal highlights. I mainly just use it for undercoating. So I've got that just to get me through for the next couple of days. Okay, so little checklist for tonight or today. So me and Luke are setting off around sort of 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I still need to do some base markings on some of the newer models. I also need to kind of I need to put together the Sukil. I need to paint the Sukil and a coast wheel, which I am definitely going to be using this weekend. And then I think Ayla's Kisan needs an arm sticking back on. So a couple of little bits to do tonight. I need to pack as well, make sure I've got everything. So I've got a few hours this evening. It's sort of 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I should hopefully get all of that done today. Right, catch you in a bit. Morning, it's Sunday the 29th and me and Luke are on our way to the Harlequins tournament in Preston. It's our first tournament in like quite a few months, isn't it? So kind of excited to see how that get going and sort of see how everyone's doing really. We've been practicing over the last few days and I've been putting those back reps up. Some went pretty poorly and some have gone alright. How are you feeling about it? Because you've been out of it too for a while.
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm taking a good list of it at all.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, and this is kind of your decider for what you take to Northern Open, isn't it?
Yeah, trying something a bit different. Onyx with low orders, so it could go very wrong.
Yeah.
Not what I'm used to.
Right, so hopefully we won't be there in too long and then we can get cracking. Okay, last bit of quick vlogging for the end of the day. So I've not long been back from the Harlequins tournament, which was a fantastic day out. Hats off to Lawrence for running that, because I really appreciate it. It was such a good day. So I've had a little bit of a break, time to chill down, have some tea, and I suppose now it's time to just wrap up how today went, really. So, great tournament. The Harlequin shop in Preston, it was big. There was semi enough room to move around. I suppose it's not the most fanciest of shops, but it's a pretty good shop. It was quite busy. They also had a Magic the Gathering event on, which meant that there were a lot of bodies, and sort of by the afternoon there was quite a bit of nerd stank going on. But it wasn't too bad. The tables as well were much better. The Bolton War Games Club, which is sort of put on all the tables, so much better than when I went to there all day last year. They've kind of, they've really built up their terrain and everything was painted. It looked really good. It was nice. Some of them were still a little bit open and they're not quite on the Northern Open level, but they were good. It was nice to play on some different tables too. So I've had a cracking day, to be honest. I've placed the highest ever, going second place, which was fucking awesome, to be honest. The Toha really did me justice. That Tsukio Commando with a missile launcher is just top friggin' notch. So, man of the match for him. So our first game, I managed to play against Craig from Scotland. Really nice dude. We both made a lot of mistakes at the beginning. He forgot his impetuous orders on his Guangxi because he was running ISS, and I had my Toha. We both set up and sort of working out Deadly Dance. It took us a little while and stuff to sort of get the table set up. So we were a bit slow. However, we had a super open table for this one. This was the table that we played on. And I'm on the side closest to the bottom of the screen. It did me some benefits because I chose to go second. And what I did is hide everything and just had a few key pieces out, such as the missile launcher, which managed to put the HMG and the Rushi into second level unconscious sort of 2-3 times. I really locked him down and he just couldn't get anywhere because it was just very static. So I managed to beat him 5-1, which I was pretty happy with, and that set me off for a good start of the day. Next, I played on the Tron table. This is the Tron table, and I played Michael's Onyx. Now, Michael's Onyx was a really small order list, and I don't think that helped him at all. He had two, I don't know whether they're Zeodrons or Overdrons or whatever they're called. They just dropped. Again, missile launcher did massive amounts of work. Missile launcher in the first game took out Scarface on turn 1, so super earned his points back. So yeah, I locked Michael down quite a lot. I knew for this mission that I didn't want next to no specialists, so I didn't really take any, and it was all just about killing, and I wiped out a 10-0 victory. He had nothing left on the table, and I had 254 points, maybe more, I think. So it was a brutal game. I felt quite bad for him. I felt quite bad for Craig. Both had really poor dice. It just wasn't with them. So at this point, I was kind of giddy. I wasn't really expecting to get 2 major victories, but I was panicking because I thought I was going to get put against Matt Fisher, who I wasn't looking forward to playing at all. So when the draw came down to it, it was Matt Fisher versus Joe from Scotland, and they battled it out, and I actually went up against Simon. I've not played Simon despite being at a few events with him, so it was really nice to have a game with him finally, and I played against his military orders. It was a horrendously bloody game. It was stupid. I managed to get both classifieds, which won me the game. I got secure the HVT instead of it's the Forward Observer one, and I managed to get a experimental drug off, which was cool. I got a box back. However, my box taker got taken down. The person that picked up the box, the McCall, got it all the way back, and the Seraph came all the way over the table to take it back and killed the McCall that had it. But however, before he could take away the box, the Seraph got taken down by a critical light shotgun, which dropped him. So that left both of us with 2 points for that, and then I got 2 points for my classifieds, which he didn't have. So put me in the run-in, and I ended up with second, which I was super happy with. It is literally the best I've done, which makes me feel more confident about the Northern Open because we're doing the same missions. Even better than that, Lawrence put on a lot of extra little challenges to do, and one of the main ones was sort of kill a tag or kill a 50-point model with a 25-point model, and I managed to do this sort of 7 times over the 3 games, which meant that I got another prize. So I walked away with £35 worth of vouchers and some Art of War smoke tokens, which I really need considering how much Eclipse grenades I throw around. So I picked up Pandemic expansion for me and the new girlfriend to play, as well as Sabine's tie for X-Wing. So fantastic day out. If you can get to the next one, please do. It is a wicked day. And I'll catch you guys soon.